fuck is with me and long intros? I cannot get away from them. I start editing and I want it to go on a little longer. Tons of YouTubers have 1 minute to 2 minute long intros, and it's just their fucking faggot ass sitting in front of their webcam going, hey, make sure to like and subscribe and I have a giveaway and today this is what we're doing. I hope at least that I can give you something interesting to look at and maintain a high viewer retention. Or I'll lose it by having an overly long intro. I don't know, leave me feedback. I just really like the longer intros. I don't know why. So this series is going to be a lot more laid back than the worst guns in shooter history, because everybody already knows the best guns, and we can disagree about which ones are better or worse. I'm sure you can argue about anything, but I feel like when it comes to the best guns, everybody already knows what they are, so I just have to rant about them for a second. So here we have the BAL-27. Fuck this gun, I love it so much. The aesthetic screams if the P90 was an assault rifle. I love the modular design of this gun. It's so tight, it's so cool looking. I love the aesthetic of it so much. I love the way it sounds, I love the way it fires, and it just so happens to be one of the most overpowered guns to ever grace Call of Duty. Call of Duty is not exactly known for its balance. It's got a lot of issues that span over a lot of years. This gun is unnerfable. They've tried several times to nerf the BAL and it never worked. That's nothing to do with the gun, that's everything to do with the development team, but this gun being the starter assault rifle is way overpowered. Let's list off the things on this gun that are average to above average. Hip fire, reload times, accuracy, rate of fire, range, movement speed, iron sight clarity, and overall DPS. Now let's list the things that it's bad at. It's not bad at anything. Now, much like my worst guns in shooter history series, I do not run any attachments and I try to play against the easiest opponents possible, which in this game would be recruit bots. I want to have the gun in its naked yet optimal setting. But I will say, whether you run a suppressor, extended mags, foregrip, quick draw, or stock, you will have a perfect setting. Like, you will have a great performance with any attachment except for the ACOG sight, because this gun has bouncy visual recoil. In game, like actual recoil, it doesn't exist. There's really no bullet deviation with this gun. The spread is really tight, up to crazy long ranges. Don't worry about that, especially if you have a foregrip on it. I think the only attachment you can't have on this, and I might be wrong, I checked, but I don't remember. I don't think you can have dual mags on it, meaning every other reload won't be faster. But you still have 32 rounds, and that bumps up to 42 rounds. And because this gun can get a 3-shot kill, you have the potential, and this is very unlikely that you'll be able to do this. I'd love it if somebody could do it and record it and send it to me. You could get 14 kills with one magazine at close range. If you can do that, again, send it to me. So, here's the problem with the BAL-27, is that there's no problem with it. It's too versatile. Now, yes, there's guns that have better damage over range. There's better variants of the BAL, but the BAL-27 by itself, compared to other guns within Call of Duty, and compared to other guns in Advanced Warfare, is probably one of the best weapons of all time. The long-range accuracy, the close-range time to kill, the reload speed, nothing about this gun is of detriment to you. Even the hip fire's good. If you put a laser sight, extended mags, and foregrip on this weapon, you have just highlighted all of its strengths. This is literally a gun with nothing wrong. There's no detriment with this gun. Yeah, there might be a situation and another gun is more catered to, but those situations would have to be very specific. For the size of the maps in Advanced Warfare, for the style of gameplay, plus all the benefits the gun has, it's just overpowered. And I'm talking about this after it got patched. It used to be worse, and it's still probably the best gun online. So let's talk about Call of Duty World War II, because the guys that made this game that you're seeing here are making the next Call of Duty, and let's talk about that for a second. So, is Sledgehammer going to be incapable of balancing their game again this year? Because Advanced Warfare is home to some of the best guns in probably all of FPS history, and some of the worst guns. If your game has a mix of some of the worst guns ever made, and some of the most amazing, bestest, most overpowered guns ever made, you have a balance issue. But this is just based off our one experience with Sledgehammer making Advanced Warfare, but I really hope that there isn't a gun in Call of Duty World War II that just bests everything. I don't want another super overpowered MP40 or the Thompson to be way too versatile or the M1 carbine to kill way too quickly. I hope they work long and hard on balancing their game. Because when you go to Advanced Warfare, there is no detriment to using the BAL. The other guns are good. There are good other guns, I should say, but the BAL does not punish you at all. There is no reason to not use it. There is no reason that you should avoid it. You might prefer another gun, you might have a better variant, but there is no reason to avoid this one. I might make a whole separate video, not within this series, where I just rant about the BAL 27 Inferno. Fuck that variant, and fuck Sledgehammer for never fixing it. Every weapon in a first-person shooter should hand you a couple of reasons to use it, and remind you of a couple of reasons that you shouldn't. So overall, on the scale of overpoweredness, I rate this gun a 10 out of fucking 10. This gun is too versatile, it's too powerful, it kills too fast. People complain, and even I complain about the BAL and the ASM-1, but now that I've matured and I am a grown adult, I realize something. The BAL was better the whole time. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you when I see ya. Goodbye! Seriously, you could run this gun as an amazing SMG, a capable long-range assault rifle, at the same time. Like, it just didn't have anything you couldn't do with it. That's a little too belligerent. I'll cut that out.